Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman, and with me right now is Van Martin. Van, of course, is the CEO of Martin Commercial Properties, a company that's been around for 61 years. My God, you look great, Van.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. You're lying.
Well, it's good to have you on. Welcome to the show. Happy holidays, bud. As we approach the end of yet another year, how would you summarize the impact that 23 had on the industry and in particular on Martin Commercial Properties?
Well, it's been a very interesting year, and the impact on commercial real estate has been significant with all of the factors that have gone on, the geopolitical, the rising interest rates, the affordability, availability of financing and funds and money that's out there. And so it has caused, I think, a lot of organizations and a lot of people in the industry, some consternation. Projects have been taken off the go list and kind of put on the sideline. So we've seen a lot of that. Interestingly enough, for our organization specifically, our producers have done quite well. They've been up in terms of their production, and I think I attribute that to the fact of their involvement, the term of their involvement, their intimate knowledge of the local marketplace, the players, the trends, what's going on. And, whether people have office needs and they need to relocate to smaller space, or whether it's, the continuation of the supply chain on the industrial side. But the people, they're connected, and pleasantly, we've seen an increase in their production, fairly significantly over the previous year's level.
Well, that's pretty good bucking the trends, actually, from
what
I
we
hear.
like bucking that one.
Yeah, nice going. Nice going. It's kind of interesting because though you're located in Lansing, it kind of define your market area because you do things significant ways from home.
Yeah, it's the industry has evolved so significantly since I entered the business. 1980 was my first full year in the business, and as we know, the economy literally fell off the ledge in 1980. But for me, at that point, it didn't make any difference. I mean, when you're at zero, you're at zero. If you do one deal, it's better than what you did the previous year. So everything was up, and so I wasn't really focused on that. But yeah, it's been really interesting, over the 60 some years that we've had it. I think a lot of commitment to the community. It's commitment to education. It's commitment to the technology, the changes in the industry that have gone along. Personally, for me, I probably 90% of my business is out of state. So it's not located here in Lansing, Michigan. It's not located here in the state of Michigan. You're doing business in California, you're doing it in Florida, you're doing it in Texas, you're doing it, all the states kind of, in between. And it's just a byproduct of the type of clients that we represent. But I don't think people realize that. But the way technology is today, we, as an independent practitioner sitting here in Lansing, Michigan, we can conduct our business with the results that our clients need as efficiently anywhere in the country as any organization. So, I think it boils down as much as anything to who's executing for you. It's all about the process and the trust in the people you're working with.
Yeah. Well, and people is the key to it, as you know, and you don't have a lot of turnover there at Martin Commercial.
Well, we're fortunate. We just had our holiday party last night, and so that was a nice event. And it's interesting. You take a look around, and I can look at our support staff, and I walked up to one of the tables, and some of our support staff was sitting there, and it was just a powerhouse lineup. And you feel so fortunate to have people like that have had the loyalty and have stuck with you through the years.
Yeah, well, there's a reason you keep them too, so let's not neglect that. Hey, what excites you about 2024?
Well, I think we're looking at an industry that's a little, still in turmoil in terms of what's going on. We don't know what the Fed's going to be doing with interest rates. I would say the most recent indicators just here in the last week or two have been that, maybe things are going to even out a little bit, and maybe we're not going to see the rate hikes, and maybe we're even going to see some decreases in it. So any of that will add some momentum. It'll add some positive aspects into the business and investor and user motivation that the economy and things are heading the right way, and maybe they will continue to invest in their businesses and their real estate. Still dealing with the remote work and the after facts of everybody in hybrid and how those things are shaking out. But we're at the end of the free era of money, so it's we're still dealing with the aspects of financing and what have you. But it'll be another interesting year in 24.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. And like there was never any free lunch, there's no more free money. You're absolutely right. And it's always good to see you, my friend. Van Martin, President and CEO of Martin Commercial Properties in Lansing. But, eternity and beyond is where his clients live. So that's a good thing. Van, happy holidays, bud.
Happy holidays to you, everybody. Thank you.
You've been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network.